funding education at an all-time record high level, investing $1.9 billion in new dollars to education over this next 2-year period.
At a news conference yesterday, state officials touted their new investments in education, but how many of those dollars will find their way to Fort Wayne? Good evening and thank you for choosing us at 6. I'm Ariel Cadet.
And I'm Caitlin Kendall. Brian and Krista are off tonight. ABC 21's Corinne Rose takes a closer look at how leaders at Fort Wayne Community Schools might spend more than $100 million in the next 3 years.
There's some discretion and there are some strings.
$101 million is a lot of money, especially when it needs to be spent within 3 years. The issue for Fort Wayne Community School leaders is how to do it, knowing the windfall is a one-time deal. The money is coming from the state budget after Indiana got billions from the federal government in coronavirus relief.
20% has to be spent to address learning gaps.
For instance, for the first time, the district will offer summer school for students in kindergarten through 8th grade, as well as opening school libraries for a summer reading program.
This year we have more summer programs than we have probably ever had. We'll have more students involved, more teachers who will be working throughout the summer.
Individual schools will contact parents of about 3,000 elementary and middle schoolers who've struggled with virtual learning to strongly encourage them to enroll their students in free summer school programs.
For students who we haven't seen for a year, how are we going to help those students get caught back up? And that is going to be challenging. Some of the ways you do that is with people, and people are expensive.
Also this summer, classes will be offered to high schoolers at all 5 high schools to help them make up missing credits. Another portion of the extra funding could be spent on facility improvements beyond what voters already approved in recent referendums, like expensive specialty air purifiers for school buildings.
Those are things, though, that in a pandemic you go, well, it might be nice if we had those. It might make people feel better about where we're at. So those are things that we're looking at, because again, that money could be spent and then it doesn't need to be spent again.
She says increasing salaries or hiring more staff could be problematic because the district doesn't want to cut pay or positions once the money runs out in 3 years. Corinne Rose, ABC 21.